Oh look.
Don't know if it's damaged.
Whoa, that's strange.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.
Hello and welcome to Dirty Secrets of Scotland at the Bottle Tip. I'm back in the place I was last time because it was really good, and I've just noticed something over here that makes it look even better. Check this out. This tree has come down a while ago, so the roots are all really rotten. Now down here you can see this is wood, so this is the root ball of this tree. So I'm going to dig here. I'm probably going to have to move this tree though. Okay, let's give it a go. That'll do. Well, I've moved it enough anyway, so yeah, that'll do for now. If I need to move it more, I'll just do the same thing again and just use the spade as a lever to move it. Very solid spade that, eh? Hence the name, I suppose. This is just part of the roots coming out now. So I know it's fresh, no one's dug that before, I just cut through it, rectangles out. There's lots of spindly little roots like this, I don't know what they are. But anyway, I don't think they're from a tree because there are no trees around here aside from that elder, and that's quite far away, so I don't know. Anyway, let's get digging. Just had this out. It's just an ink, I think, but it's a really unusual one. I was hoping it would have something on it, but nope. If I look at the top, that's so strange. That's a new one to me. Never seen one of those. Lovely. Just had this as well. Nice wee roll neck green. Look at the big bubble in there, you see that? Cool. Squished it like that. On the bottom. Can't really make that out. Cool though. Just found what appears to be an absolutely enormous poison bottle. Yep. Must be ammonia or something. Looks to be machine made though. Early machine made. Found one like this recently, but it was about half the size. This must be for the rich households, this one. Poisonous, not to be taken. Lovely. Just had this wee ink. Octagonal ink. Seems to be undamaged, which is good. It nearly was damaged because I nearly stood on it. I had to do one of those things with your foot where you're putting it down and you go, whoa! Anyway, here it is. I'm not sure if you can see, but just up there, there's a little robin. It keeps coming down. There it goes. And it keeps coming down to my spoil pile and taking little worms. That's really cute. I hope it does it now. Yeah. Yeah? You have your breakfast. Stick around, little robin, because there's going to be a few more worms coming out, I'm sure. Back in the tree. Back down. Love that. That's great. I've zoomed in a bit. the quality won't be as good. You see, just sitting there. It's just sitting there waiting for worms. That's so funny. Just had this. Sarah's gonna be happy. Another tiny wee bottle for her collection. Lovely. Just got this, a wee green ink. I keep getting distracted. I keep hearing flying over my head. It's the robin. I'm going to call it, I think I'm going to call the robin Dave. There's this TV show called Only Fools and Horses, and on that show there's a character called Rodney. But one of his friends gets his name wrong all the time and calls him Dave, and I just think that's funny. So the robin is now called Dave. I missed a bit in that little spiel. I'm trying to get the robin in as well. So he's called Rodney, but his mate calls him Dave. But there's a really funny sketch in one of the episodes where he dresses up as Robin from Batman. I realise now this is quite a convoluted, roundabout way of telling a story, but anyway, so the robin's called Dave. Just had this. It's an inkwell, a bit damaged, but I'm just showing you because it's like just cool. Look at that. Look how much glass was used in that. Look how thick it is. Yeah, there's a big thing out at the bottom and at the top, so probably won't end up keeping that, but it's cool, right? Just had this. It's a bowl, a full bowl. I think it's just a plain bowl. I knew it had to be cracked. I knew it had to be cracked. They wouldn't have thrown it away otherwise. Yep. So that's why. Cracked. Cool though. Okay, that's me at the bottom now. Dave's still flying around my head constantly, which is quite worrying sometimes because he goes on the spoil heap. I have to keep checking to see if he's there before I throw him a spoiler in case I squash him. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, apart from that, I'm on the bottom. And time for a cup of tea, I think. Just had my cup of tea, hoping that the weather holds out because the weather forecast today is going to be supposedly like this, and then it changes this afternoon to heavy rain. But I've got stuff with me. I've got my waterproof jacket and things, so if it comes to that, then I'll just put that on. It's lovely to hear the birds singing, but also to see the change of the flowers as well as spring advances. So right now the snowdrops are starting to die back, but the daffodils and the primroses are both coming out. It's really nice. Welcome to the bottom of the hole. Got this here, which I think is a bulk ink, or pouring ink, which has got a root in it. Anyway, I don't know if it's whole or not. Ah! And that's why I don't like digging things out on camera. Got this right off the bottom. As you can see, it's sandy and wet in there today, so I know what it is already. I'm going to try and say it the first time this time. Fellows, syrup of hypophosphites. Yay! Got myself another bucket here, which I just kicked out the side, and I've got something here. I don't know if it's whole, but there's always stuff in buckets I've found. Oh man, I'm gonna have to stop taking things out on camera. Oh well, actually there may be more in there, hang on. See, it wasn't a complete waste. I got a bottle stopper, or stopple bopper if you're the Northern Mudlarks. Just a nice local mineral bottle. Adamson's leaving. Quite common on this tip. Still like finding them though, because they're local bottles. And this one's still got a bit of the top stuck on it, the swing top. Lovely, I love finding them. Just had this. Lovely wee pork pie, undamaged. Stoneware inkwell. very popular on our Etsy store. So that's where that will be now by the time you see this video. Go and check it out on Etsy. I'm not sure what it is with these bottles, these funny shaped bottles. Clear glass. I don't think they're too old. I always seem to find two of them at the same time, and I just found these two together. Very strange. Cheers! Just pause for a cup of tea. I've been digging through absolutely loads of smashed stuff, loads of it, and the odd whole things coming out, like they'll show you, big things like this. But I think that means they've been quite excitable when they've been chucking stuff in here, so it means that a lot of it's smashed. Or maybe there was just so much of it in one cart, I don't know. But it is encouraging because it's all coming out with rust through it. There was a few cans, whole cans, and they basically just completely explode when you stand in them because they're really, really rusted and corroded. So if this had been dug, I mean I knew it hadn't anyway because there's a tree here, but if they'd been dug, they would already been crushed. So when you find them whole and then you step on them just with a little bit of pressure and they go and implode, that means you know that you're in the fresh as well. So I've got really good feelings for this dig. It has been slow for the last couple of hours, but as my digs always seem to prove, you just keep going and eventually you find something good. So fingers crossed for that, folks. Just had this, and it's an Edinburgh ball. I can see that it is embossed, but it's underneath some gunge, and it's still got part of a label. Look at that, although it's mush. Where's my brush? Let's have a look. Oh, it's not Edinburgh at all. Don't know why I thought that. Russie's Belfast. Oh, I've had one of these bottles before, but it had a slightly different neck. But it is a drippy lippy. You can see that there. Nice wee drippy lippy. It's got age to it. Nice wee find that. Happy with that. Oh, that was Dave there just popping off. Don't know if you heard that. I have absolutely no idea how I saw this, but saw what I did. As you can see, it's covered in red, ash, grime, dirt, sand, but it is a tiny little marking ink. I found one of these before and it went straight in Sarah's collection, and I would imagine that this one is as well. Wow, that's an absolute belter. I can't believe that. How did I see that? I mean, if I would see it if it wasn't covered in stuff, obviously, but because it's bright blue, but it was covered in stuff. Amazing. What a lovely little find.
Underneath the soil or buried in the ground, there's a lot of treasure to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland. Through the fields and woodland, with trusted spade in hand, bramble, rose and hawthorn.
Just had another one of these massive Glasgow poison bottles. William Hill, Glasgow. Lovely big poisons. Ribs and hobnails. Beautiful things. Quite underrated, I think. I think we'll probably start putting these on Etsy. So yeah, if you're interested in a big old poison from Glasgow, you know where to look. Just had this, I can already see it's a Judge brand Gateshead, probably like a furniture polish or similar. Nice green to it though, doesn't appear to be damaged at all, which is good. Very nice wee bottle that. Just had this Kirkcaldy ball out, R. Douglas Kirkcaldy, Ladybank and Dunfermline. The cool thing about it, it's got a crown top on. Don't think I've seen that. Yeah, it's staying on as well. Wow, that's really stuck. Amazing. Still watertight. Two things just happened. One, Dave came back, which is nice. And two, it started raining, so I've made a little den for myself out of a big umbrella, which is its proper purpose. But I use it mostly as a sunshade at the minute. Today it really looks like it's going to rain. Oh well, I'll get wet. Lunchtime roundup. So before it starts coming down properly, I thought I'd do my lunchtime roundup. The big bowl that you saw, that big jar. The poison is not to be taken, large poison bottle, that's lovely. The Rossi's Belfast bottle, this strange shaped bottle here. Don't know what would have been in there. If you know, do let me know, it's very cool. Plain pipe bowl, an ink, a wee jar, aqua glass. Thought this was going to be one of those Eno's fruit salts, but it's not, it's just plain. Local mineral water bottle. Fellows syrup of hypophosphates, the little pork pie ink, a lid there which I haven't actually read yet, plain sauce, big Glasgow poison, that interesting ink, these funny shaped bottles. This is amazing, it's still got the lid on, I can't get it off, so I might be taking that home with the lid on. And that is the lunchtime roundup. Sorry wee blue bottle, I forgot about you. How can you forget about the best find? Silly Willie. Just an HP sauce. Yep. Oh, bit of a label there. Can kind of make out where it was. Sort of. Still, decent find that. Just had this wee ball out, it's green, embossed by the looks of things. And it's got the stopper in, look. Ah, that didn't go to plan. What does it say? Bannerman's Chloroma. Okay, Bannerman's Chloroma. That's cool, I like that. Just had this, and I can already see it's embossed, but I don't know what it says yet. O'Ridge's lung tonic. See, I've seen lung tonics before, but I've never seen one from this brand. That's cool. I wonder if I can read up on that, if there's anything online. Often you think you're going to find stuff on these things and there's absolutely nothing at all. It's really strange. It's just, some of them just disappear into history, but this is really cool. Oh look, I was just caving in from here and this is just falling down. Don't know if it's damaged. I know it's whole because I can see it's whole already. But I don't know if it's damaged. Whoa, that's strange. Never seen that before. Wow. I don't want to jinx this, but it looks to be completely fine. Look at that! Look at that detail there. I've never ever seen that. That's amazing. Local as well. St Andrews and Cooper, Wilson Pictorial. Look at that. Beautiful. That is an absolute stunner. It's a stoter too. And it's an absolute belter. Check it out. That is absolutely stunning. Look at that pictorial. I think it's St Andrew with a cross. Look at that. That is so beautiful. And this detail here as well. I've never seen a cod like that. I mean, no malloch will be common and everyone will be going, ha ha. So, beautiful, beautiful cod. It's like a wee size. Look at that, I love that. You see the bottom there? You see how it's slightly worn? I'll take a picture of that actually. This has been used for a long time, probably reused lots of times, because that's what they used to do back in the day. Anyway, that is an absolute belter and I'm absolutely buzzing.
It's the history bit.
It's well known that the cod bottle was invented by soft drinks maker Hiram Cod in London in 1872. The bottle was designed and manufactured with thick glass to withstand internal pressure and a chamber to enclose a marble with a rubber washer in the neck. However, after the success of the original design, several other versions were developed by others, notably the Shaw patent, designed by John Shaw of the firm Cannington & Shaw. This bottle is an example of Shaw's design, complete with its strengthening ribs around the neck. Just had this, I know what it is, it's a Fields ink and gum, I can tell just by the shape now. They're normally really damaged around the lip. That one's got a tiny little chip out of it actually. That was, I think, when it was made, but that I think is damaged, but I'll need to check that. Anyway, Fields ink and gum, embossed, very nice indeed. I love these bottles, I love the little inks. I've got a few now, I might have to start sticking these on Etsy as well. Just had this, foreign ink, tiny little bit of damage, but I can repair that. Oh no, I can't, it's cracked. Right down the side, that's a pity. What does it say? Oh, love it and love it. That's a pity that. I would have loved it, except for the fact it's got a great big crack down the side. Just had another local mineral as well. Just turned into a good dig. Very good. Ah, very nice. Hopefully that'll come out of there when I put the stuff in it and clean it. That's beautiful. Lovely pictorial of the market crossing leaving. Very nice indeed. Just had this massive chili bottle. This was made by the people who made Kiora, but it's actually chili cordial, probably from about the 1920s. Isn't that crazy? See the chili there? Madness. Excellent. Looks like I've just had a Lysol. Does it say not to be taken? It doesn't actually, and that makes it unusual because they normally do. They normally say not to be taken along here. This one doesn't appear to say anything, just has the crosshatch. I wonder if that's an error. Whatever it is, that's really cool. We've actually started selling some of these, but definitely going to keep that one. Just had this tiny wee spoon. Now the interesting thing is, it doesn't seem corroded like the other ones normally do, as in they go green, and this one seems to be. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's a silver spoon. I'll need to clean it up first, of course, but that would not surprise me in the slightest if that's a wee silver spoon. There we go, I got a pair now. Fields ink and gum. Nice. I think that's actually a clear one. I've never seen a clear one. They're always aqua glass. Interesting. Just had another bottle. I've not seen this one before, I don't think. Hope that rust comes off. Let's have a look at this. Glenfarg Works Weems Smarts Limited. Wow. Smarts for excellence. Lovely. I've never had one of them. That's great. Love it. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a can I just dug out the side there. Watch this. So if this was dug before that can, that would have happened already. It wouldn't happen now, and they sort of just burst, implode. Right, Dave, where are you off to? There's one. I knew you'd get one. Back up his tree, munching on the worm. Good on you, Dave. Dave must be absolutely stuffed. Must be like Christmas Day for you, Dave. And a robin in an elder tree. Just had this, and yes, it's an ink. However, look at that crazing. It's pretty even all over the bottle. Now, these normally come out just totally, well, uncrazed, I suppose. But yeah, that's really beautiful. That makes it quite special to me. I know it's just an ink, but it's a cool one. Slightly different as well. The top there looks slightly different. I really like that. Just had this off the bottom. See the sand. Symington, Coffee and Chicory, Edinburgh, Drippy Lippy, Undamaged. I love these. Look at the variation in the depth of the embossing there. That's really shallow and that's really, really deep. It's really cool, really crude. But yeah, I'm making an ombre of these in my kitchen, so they all face out and say Edinburgh from the windowsill. So you start on the left and it goes really dark and then goes right along to the right. It's really light. That's the plan. And it's just going to look really striking and just say Edinburgh lots of times, which is cool. Just had this. Wow, this is cool. That's so cool. That's actually built it. Look at it. It's not embossed or anything, but just the colour of it. Green. That's going to be stunning when that's cleaned up, I just know it is. It's so unusual, I've never seen one like that. It's like a 4711 bottle, but green, and it doesn't say 4711. Wow, very cool. Well, it is now raining. It's light at the moment, but it's supposed to get heavier. So I'm wearing the British Army waterproof smock, keep the rain off, and my rucksack is underneath the umbrella, which I've put right down to the ground, so all my stuff that's in there, all the cameras and chargers and things will be safe, and my phone's waterproof. So I can carry on, even if it chucks it down, I'm going to be dry. Oh, got a jar. Clear glass. Full-time roundup. So everything on this one you've seen already, that's from round 1. And this is after lunchtime. So I've got this chili bottle, which is chili cordial. It's an interesting bottle, nice shape. Don't know what was in there, but some of it's still there. Looks pretty gross. Cool shape though. This is just a plain bottle, but I wanted to show you it because it's been, I think it was ground and then I think it was put back in the fire, or it could have been sheared and then put back in the fire, but either way it's been put back in. Now it's smooth at the top, but I'm pretty sure that that was cut or ground first. Plain cream pot, which was stuck to a big rusty bucket. I don't know if I'll be able to get that looking good or not, we'll see. This is just an ink, but it's got all that beautiful crazing on it. A couple of little bottles. I think this is just a perfume. It's clean. Clean? I think it's just a perfume. It's clear, I should say. Yeah, it's just a plain aqua glass bottle, but it's still got the remains of a bright yellow label on it. Ice blue, but plain, unfortunately. Another ink. couple of these Field and, what was it, Field ink and gum. This wee bottle here, which is a burst lip, snapped off. That HP sauce, that's actually stood up quite well considering. You can still kind of see a label, or the remains of a label. This is plain bottle, but it's a shame because it's a really unusual shape. Quite like this bottle. But yeah, as I say, there's nothing on it. This is Symington's Edinburgh from a collection. This is a leave-in local mineral bottle. Ross's Belfast, which had the label on it and has a drippy lip. It's a nice wee bottle, that. And then over to the Rockstars from the whole dig. So this is from the first half and the second half. First of all, you remember this from the start. Poisonous not to be taken. Humongous green poison bottle. This is something from the Weems, I think. Glenfarg Works Weems, which is a little village in Fife, near Kirkcaldy actually. This wee green bottle, I love this. I love them when they're embossed like that, because most of the time they're not embossed at all. They're just plain. But that's embossed, and I'll probably research that and see what that's about. This, which is like the 4711 bottle, but it's green, and I do think that's going to clean up really, really well. Oh, and Dave's back. Hi, Dave. Oh, he's got a worm. See? Hi, Dave. See if I can get close to him. We're mates now, so he shouldn't fly away. Hiya, pal. Is that worm too big? It is quite a big worm. Dave is the star of the show. I'm actually acting as his agent now, so if you want to make any bookings for Dave, please do let me know. Back to this. So, Lysol bottle. This wee bottle for Sarah. Beautiful little marking ink. This Overidge's lung tonic. As I say, I've seen lung tonics lots of times, but I've never seen one with a name on it, so that makes that special. And this, I'm pretty sure that this is a little silver spoon, and I think that's going to clean up really, really well as well. So I'll clean that up and then you'll see it. It'll be a little sparkler next time you see it. And the belter of all belters, the rock star of all rock stars, is this, the cod bottle. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And I think it's pretty much intact. Can't see any damage on it at all. I love that. It's even still got the rubber bit in it, the rubber seal. Amazing. So yeah, so that's the full-time roundup. That's everything. What a dig. I really, really enjoyed that again today. The last few digs have been really good, so fingers crossed for more luck in the future. Thanks for joining me on Dirty Secrets of Scotland. The rain has let up for a little while. We'll see, it might come back. Who knows? Anyway, I've got the right gear for it, so it's no problem if it does. Hope to see you next time. Just a reminder that our Etsy store is updated weekly, so please do go over there and check out our shop. There's always new stuff going up every week. If you want to buy us a coffee, you can do so over on our Ko-fi account. And finally, thanks so much to our patrons over on patreon.com. If you want to become a patron of Dirty Secrets of Scotland, please go over to patreon.com and check it out. See what you think. Thank you. All filled in. Oh, and Dave's back, look. Bye, Dave. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you did too.
Hey, I wonder what we're gonna find today in the fields around where I stay. An old ring pull or a rusty nail. Hey, we might find the Holy Grail, but I can't see it. Welcome to the bonus treasure hunting bit.
Hello, you may have noticed that I'm not on the bottle dump, and that is because I'm here to find some very old artefacts. I'm talking Roman, I'm talking medieval, I'm talking Celtic, I'm talking Bronze Age, I'm talking 1980s aluminium ring pulls, or 1980s aluminum pull tabs for our American audience. But I'm going to stop talking and start metal detecting. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why the shades, it's because I've got a wee eye infection, and I thought I'd spare you that. This area is absolutely steeped in history. Just over there is the remains of a manor house, now rubble. Also, a medieval castle is just over there too. So there's a lot going on here. I think there was a mill over there as well. So fingers crossed for some really good finds. We'll see what happens. Just had this tiny little thing. It was giving me a hard time. I couldn't figure out if it was an iron target or not. But actually what I think it is a tiny little medieval leather mount. Don't know if you can see that. I'll put up a better picture anyway, and I think it might even have some leather on the back of it. It's a lovely little thing. Very nice. Yeah, I think it is. It's got the leather attached to it. You can see where the pin comes through. I'll show pictures as well. So that's great. That's a lovely little artefact, that. Very nice. Got something here. Oh, I thought it was it's a piece of coal. It's this thing here, whatever it is. Oh, nice. I think that this is a buckle. It's quite a nice one, I think. If I could only find my toothbrush. Finally wrestled my toothbrush out. What I'm hoping is that it still has the pin in it. It does. You don't often find them complete with the pin. I'll give it a clean and come back to it. Here's the buckle on a nearby fence post, and as you can see, that's the remains of the manor house, so I'm not far away from it, although I have just walked over a bit. So I'm going to check to see if this is silver, and this is how you do it in the field anyway. You just spray it. This is just water. This is tin foil, aluminium foil, and hold it for a few seconds. If it heats up and it starts to make a fizzing sound, that means it's silver. I don't feel much heat certainly. I'll have a listen. The other thing is it smells like rotten eggs as well, and this doesn't, so that means that that isn't silver, but it did a very good job of pretending it was. Still, it's a very old buckle and it's a lovely find. That's pretty amazing. I was just doing a little artistic shot and I've only gone and found another leather mount. I'll show you up close now. Here it is. Sorry about the wind, is picking up a bit. Leather mounts are relatively common finds, medieval or post-medieval. But what's uncommon about both of the last two that I've found here is that they've had leather on them. Imagine that's a piece of belt from the medieval period or 1600s. Could say it's an absolute belter. That's awesome. Look at that. I'll take a picture on my phone now and put that in here. Just a little surface find here. This is very old glass, iridescent green, thin and thick in places. It's probably sort of onion bottle style glass. That iridescence, lovely. Just had this pretty much off the surface. Didn't even film it because I didn't think it was going to be much. It was such a low signal. It's actually a tiny little buckle. Look at it. Lovely little thing. It's just come on rain and I'm in sunglasses. That's how I roll. Anyway, I'm just going over there now because I've just been looking on some old maps, and on the old maps it shows that there was an old path there. So I'm going to go to the end of the old path and then go back down towards the walled garden and see what happens. Can you see it? May be hard on the GoPro, but that's what you call a sunbather. It's copper, probably Georgian, nothing on it at all. But yeah, it's probably Georgian just by the thickness. Still, it's a coin, it's cool. A huge signal here, 30. Wait a minute, is it that? I don't know what this is, but it's cool. It's it appears to be made of bronze. Certainly copper alloy anyway. That's cool. It's hefty and it looks pretty crudely made as well. I wonder if that's off the manor house. That's an interesting piece. It's huge. Actually, it might be like a little flower or something. Oh, it is! Look, it's got a pin at the back. It's another one of those mounts. Leather mounts. It was originally a flower. There's the pin on the back. 2 pins. That's 3 leather mounts today then. Wow. Got a nice signal here. Sounds like it's right on the top. And it was right on the top. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, what's this? Whatever this is. It's interesting. Seems to have a pattern on it of some type. Oh yeah, look at that. I think it's bronze, but it's been silvered. You can see the remains of silvering there. A lovely find this. I don't know what it is. Perhaps some sort of token. I'll spray some water on it, a little spray bottle, clean it up a bit, and then I'll come back on. Here it is here. It's a lovely little thing. It's got a cross on it. It's got a hole right through it. It was silvered at one point. It's sort of filed or sanded down on one side. It's got a lovely green patina on it, and I will be able to get better pictures than this in the field. But that is lovely. That, I would say, is at least medieval. That's got to be medieval. And it's an absolute belter. Something occurred to me when I got this artefact home. The cross looks very similar to the one made famous by the Knights Templar. Now, there is evidence of the Templars in Scotland in the 12th century, and it's widely rumoured that several of their order escaped to Scotland after they were disbanded by Pope Clement V under pressure from King Philip IV of France in the 14th century. Could this unassuming little artefact be connected to the Knights Templar? Well, as you can see, I'm back in the car because the weather's taken a horrible turn. I feel a little bit silly wearing these sunglasses now. Still keeping them on though. Found some amazing little things, really interesting artefacts. In spite of the weather, I really did enjoy that detecting session, and I hope you did too. Time to get back to DSoS HQ for a hot drink and warm up.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.